Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praise unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Harakakadash. The honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone. And I honest you brothers that be pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So this is gonna be a video feeding off of the vibration. That's well, the flavor of the week. All right, which is this thing. You got a bunch of guys out there basically making it out to where like Esau, or there's gonna be one righteous Edomite, or there's basically you had these two individuals of which Apostle Aram Leopard did a video that basically said it or pushed out the vibration that Job was an Edomite. And when you look at the scrolls, okay, you find out that it's impossible, okay, for any one person that was called devout or righteous, or basically anyone that was going to make it in the chariot, make it into the kingdom of the Most High, it's basically impossible for them to be any other. Well, it's not basically, it is impossible, okay, for them to be from any other nation other than the nation that's been spoken about, of whom concerning the flesh, okay, Mashiach came, okay, because when you really check out particular precepts, okay, and particular verses from the scriptures, then you find out that it's this thing of salvation that was for the Jews and the Israelites, okay, the whole 12 tribes of Israel that was going to be scattered, and they was going to take on the identity of these particular nations, whether they was going to be driven. So if they was driven amongst the Edomites, you will have an Israelite, a Jew, that will have might be called by his first name. Let's say it was, I don't know, Yakaniah or something, or Yakanan, sorry, or whatever, or Yakanan from Edom or whatever. That didn't mean that person was the Edomite. And some of the clues that you have out there is they will have the description about them, okay, that they was devout or righteous or perfect, okay, in the sight of Yahweh, okay. And that's that was, you know, when you read the scrolls, that was a clue as to telling you, okay, this ain't talking about an Edomite as a person from the land of from the lineage of Edom, but rather a person that lived in the land of Edom, because you had particular places that was named after the progenitors, okay, the fathers, a name, okay. You had particular lands that was named after the progenitor of a particular nation. Sorry, man. Okay, you had it where you had particular lands that was named after certain progenitors. So you might have a land. Okay, well, you had a land called the land of Edom, and that was also the father of the Edomites as well. And you had a land, obviously the land of Israel, that was not only the name of a nation, was also that was the name of a land, okay? Which means to say you could have an Edomite, okay, a person that dwelt in that comes from the line of Edom, dwelling in Israel, and they will be known as whatever their name is. What comes to mind? Okay, maybe what's this guy's name? I'm struggling to remember some of them typical Edomite names. What comes to mind? Okay, Agag. Okay, you might have like an Agag of Israel. Okay, but it didn't mean he was an Israelite. Okay, he was still from the line of Edom. Okay, because that's where he came from. And so long as he came from that line, all right, the promises made unto the Edomites was going to go unto him. Okay, you know, like how you go to what the scroll says. Pretty much, you find out that The promises of Edom was not the promises that was given to Jacob. Okay, these were different people, and hence different inheritance. And when you read the scrolls again, it says, I'm trying to keep it PC because I'm out here. But when you read the scrolls, pretty much you find out that the promises of Jacob, they weren't like other people's promises. They were on another level. Okay, and the promises of Edom was to be completely utterly wiped off. All right, genocide, so you can understand. All right, and pretty much when you have a one individual, okay, of that Edomite line make it, then what that would mean is you would have the whole nation of Edom or Israel, or whatever it was, make it, because once you have one man can bring back the whole line. And this is why we say that this thing of Joe being a so-called righteous Edomite is incorrect, because that would mean that the Most High would have mercy on him, and then he'll make it, and then he'll get on a chariot, and he'll bring back the whole line of the Edomites, and then, basically what was written will not be valid. Okay, what was put forth in paper would not be valid anymore, and that's not how the things work. Okay, that's not how things pop off. Okay, that's not how the whole thing has been designed. It's been designed that the words that Yahweh has spoken, that's what's going to be true. Okay, matter of fact, when you read again the okay, I'm in a good zone now, so I can really get into my vibe now. When you read the scriptures, you find out that the Lord said that whatever comes out of his mouth don't return unto him void. So if you got it to where Job is a honky, so you can understand, then that would make what the words that was written down are invalid. Okay, so I'm gonna just touch on some few precepts real quick. Excuse me for the noise. I'm kind of pressed for time, so I had to knock it back whilst going to a particular location. But let me hit one or two precepts, okay, just to make the point and the different points that I made add some value to them. So if you go to Romans, the 9th chapter, okay, start from the top. It's one of my favorite scriptures because, man, Paul breaks it down, man. Okay, Paul breaks it down. So Romans 9:1 says, if I could wish, the third verse rather, okay, if I could wish myself were cursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of Yahweh, and the promises. So everything that's worth having within the scrolls, within the scriptures, that's for Jacob, man. Okay, that is for Jacob. It ain't for anybody else. Let's top that up a little bit. And there's really a lot said in that. Okay, there's really a lot said in that. Okay, the covenants. Okay, the first covenant, the second covenant, the promises. There's a lot said in that. All right. There's a lot said in that. Okay, and he said what? To the kingsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites. So you might have a guy, and remember when you go to Deuteronomy the 28th and the 64th, it says that what? Jacob was going to be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So if they're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, you was going to get guys that was called Roman, Greek, or whatever, that was going to come in. But they were really of the flesh. There was what? There was Jacob. They were Israelites. And you was going to have certain guys that were living within Israel that was Edomites. And the other different nations. All right? That's why the scripture says that what? Within the book of Isaiah, that the Lord was going to remove the covering cast over all people. Because everybody believes they're all one people, we're all humans. But when you go into the scrolls, that's not what it says. You got Edomites, and the Edomites have a particular heritage, which I'm going to read about in a second. And that pertains to all of them. Okay, that goes to all of them. There ain't going to be one remaining out of the nation of Edom. They ain't going to get the kiss of the nukes. Okay, ain't going to be one of them. All right, and the same thing goes for Jacob. So let me get two more Uh, two more points and then I'll call it quits. Okay, so this is the book of Psalms 147 and 19. It says, He showeth His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgment unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for His judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So that's it. That means if a person is, the judgment of a particular person was mercy, that person is the Israelite. Okay? And then they are, go to Galatians 6 and 16, it says that they are Israel of the Most High, and there's also Israel that's not of the Most High. So you got Israelites that's going to get jacked up too. All right? That doesn't make them, doesn't make it to where they are of another nation. But you're going to find out the Edomites, the Lord created them to be removed, deleted. Okay? Last precept, Malachi 1 and 3 says, I hated Esau and I've, Malachi 1 and 2, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet you say, wherein has the Lord loved us? Was not Jacob Esau's brother? Or was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yeah, I loved Jacob and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So that's what the Lord's going to come with. He's going to wipe out all of Edom, all of it. And so whatever's left, okay, is not of Edom. Okay, I mean, I really tried to do it the best I could, given the conditions. Lord's will is of edification. With that, I'm going to say, all praises unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Wa, Kadash, double honors unto the apostle, great millstone. Honestly, brothers, that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.